What's bringing you to France?
I came to France to play my music. And I came to France because I love coming here to play shows. So we have 5 shows in France and I'm very excited.
Okay. So are you going to move a lot of town in France?
Yeah, so we're starting here. We go to Montpellier.
Montpellier, it's in the south.
Yeah, and then we go to near Lille. Then we have to go to Paris.
Yeah.
So we have many shows and I'm super excited.
Okay, that's cool. Do you know people in France?
Yeah, I have a lot of friends in Paris that I met through the guitar world.
Okay.
There's a magazine, Guitar Extreme, good friends of mine. And in different areas, I was able to play at Hellfest.
Wow.
And, yeah, man. And I met a lot of friends there. And I have friends in Lille.
Oh, yeah.
All over the country.
Yeah, I bet because living in the north. So
south,
you got basically all the country.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, the first question I want to ask you is about your playing. Because, I mean, it's pretty rare to see a guitarist playing with his fingers.
Yeah.
And the way you play is like you play bass, you know?
Yeah.
So how did you get on to play this way?
So for me, when I started to play, it was because I'm left-handed. I write with my left hand.
Okay.
And when I first held the guitar, I was holding it like this.
All right.
And my guitar teacher, he said, no, you gotta flip it. So when I held it like this hand felt okay, but this hand, I could never get along with the pick.
Okay.
But when I used my thumb and my fingers, it felt more connected.
Okay.
So many people told me, don't play like that. Because if you're going to play a guitar, especially electric, you need a pick. But I just love the sound of it, so I just kept going on it.
Yeah.
And it kind of became my thing, which is pretty cool. And sometimes even the ring. So it's almost like 4 picks.
Do you sometimes play with several fingers, like arpeggios or things like this?
Yeah, sometimes I'll do things where I'm playing on different strings not close to each other. And I can do that. I can cover the whole neck of the guitar minus 1 string with this hand. So I can do a lot of different stuff that a guitar player that only uses a singular pick can't do.
That's true. Okay, well then, about the way of you play is something different. But the thing as you talk about Hellfest, and what I noticed that you've been playing with a lot of heavy metal bands, which is pretty out of the no ordinary thing because you play blues rock. So how did you get on to play with those people? I mean, what's the difference with the heavy metal style? Or
I think nowadays, especially in America and some places in Europe, if there's guitar, the genres are very mixed.
Okay.
So I remember the first heavier gig that I got offered was with Black Label Society, Zakk Wylde. And I remember thinking, oh, I don't know if his fans will like it. But what I seem to find is a lot of people that like heavy music, they still love the sound of blues rock. There's a classic sound and energy. I think that for me, it comes down to energy. because the way that I play is not very relaxed. I play very energetic. So playing with those heavier bands, there was a lot of times that I would play, and I remember playing metal fests, playing in Germany at Wacken.
Yeah,
and they would
nice.
say,
Best one.
yeah, and they would go, wow, man, like, this is awesome. So it was really cool. And I'm just so happy that I can play with a lot of different genres.
Yeah.
Blues, rock, southern rock, jam band, metal. You know, it's awesome.
So, go to next question. How did you play with Zakk Wylde or Orientini or all these many great musicians?
Yeah, it's crazy. I think a lot of it came down to, like, Zakk Wylde found me on social media.
Yeah.
And a lot of these guitar players, it was kind of word of mouth. Like, I'm still, you know, a younger guy that's playing that old sound, and there's not many people doing that.
Yeah, it's coming back in a way, so
now
that's cool.
Yeah, and I love that. And for me, it was really cool because I got to meet these guys, and I noticed that we had a lot of the same influences.
Yeah.
And we were coming from a lot of the same places. And then they, instead of, you know, maybe seeing me as a competition, they took me under their wing.
Wow,
and they helped me.
that's great.
Really great.
I mean, Zakk is a nice guy.
He's the best.
He always been into this influence anyway, so he put that in his music. Even when he was playing with Ozzy, he was always having this style in his music. He's very inspired, so I guess you can get along with him very quickly. And
easy, yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
How did you find a member of your band?
Oh man, I've had many members that I've played with. Originally, I was living in Los Angeles, and I found my original members there. Two young guys from Sweden, and we, and they had moved there to play music, and we had started the band like that. Once I started to tour, though, I noticed that some members, they didn't want to tour as much, or it was too rough. So I usually find the members of my band just from my friends. I always want to play with people that I like.
Yeah, of
not
course.
only on the stage, but off.
Because Swedish people are very good musicians, you know?
Yeah!
I have a lot of friends there.
Oh yeah, amazing musicians. And for me, finding musicians hasn't been very tough because I've been lucky to find good musicians.
So with your background, musical background, did you grow up in a music family? Or
not at all.
How did you get on to this music, the 70s music?
I really...
Or did you discover it, actually?
My parents, they listened to it,
yeah,
but they were not musical. I really found the sound, and there was something inside me that connected when I was young.
Yeah.
Maybe 12 years old. I didn't start playing guitar until I was 15.
Right.
So, but when I found that sound, I knew it was special. And once I was able to start figuring it out, it was so exciting. So, I would just say that I found that sound, you know, by listening to the radio, my parents, and then once I found the guitar, I found all of it.
Yeah. It's funny because you just jump into every question I brought.
Oh yeah, man.
So it's pretty cool. So yeah. Your son, did you find it exactly? Did you search like, I mean, I play guitar, so I've been searching a lot for the right sound.
Yeah, I think it came natural.
Yeah?
There was a sound in my head that took a long time to get out. But once I found it, it was amazing. I remember thinking of all of my influences and saying, okay, I wanna have a sound like Stevie Ray Vaughan, but like Eric Clapton with Leslie West and Johnny Winter. And I would think of all of these things, and then I would just, through hours and hours of playing, come up with different, you know, my sound. And I wouldn't say that it was a hard thing, it was natural. And I was having so much fun that at the end of the day, I didn't care, I was just having fun.
You start to play guitar actually?
Oh man, I started by listening to the radio.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, and I had a guitar, and I would put it on the rock radio station, and I remember the first riff I ever learned was Black Sabbath, Electric Funeral.
Oh, excellent.
And once I had that, then I started to buy CDs, and I would have the CD and I would play it, and I'd stop it, and I'd try and figure out what it was, rewind it. So that would have, I started playing in 2005.
All right.
And so that was right before like YouTube was getting big.
Yeah.
So I didn't really learn like that. I was learning on CDs.
Because I mean, kind of like a 90s guy, so musically you're supposed to play the 90s things, so
yeah.
17 things, like wow, completely different from the people of your age.
Well, I was born in 1989.
Yeah.
So the music I was hearing was like You know, it was more like Limp Bizkit and Korn and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I liked that music growing up, but it didn't resonate with me. Once I heard the late 60s into the 70s stuff, that's where I found it to be awesome.
Okay.